Welcome, welcome, one and all. It's Friday night, and it's time for the Fist Force to ride and lock and load. And folks, we are playing a game that is long overdue. It was voted on by the fans, and I don't mean our fans. I mean GOG put out an open vote. What's the next game we need to re-release? And the JRPG series that has been unfairly maligned and ignored for far too long, that has been passed over for feckless Final Fantasy games since time immemorial, was voted on and emerged supreme, a breath of fire. 4! Folks, we're going to stream it here today. We're going to play the GOG version. And, of course, we did a full retrospective of the Breath of Fire series, for those of you who are wondering. And what was that, our 100th episode? I am, of course, RazorFist, alongside Tyr and Go.
Welcome, one and all. How's everyone doing tonight?
Yep. I remember that was our 100th episode, right?
I think it was. Wasn't it?
Something like that. We still have a lot of super chats from last night because the Razor Force Offensive had a triumphant return last night. It was a very, very good episode and a lot of fun. And we got
a little girl around here, short, black hair, 7 years old.
No, Harry.
No, Harry. Sorry.
Wrong game.
Wait till the third game in the series. You'll find her, and then they'll find you. But yes, we even got some late breaking news on that episode. We even got to report the defunding of PBS and NPR. We get to report that live on the air. So that was hilarious. We had a blast, and we're going to have a blast here tonight playing one of my favorite games ever. Although I don't think a game I ever got all the way through. I cannot remember. Let me know how she sounds.
Okay.
This game's art style is one of its most defining traits. Listen to that gobbledygook. Are we ready to weeb? The art style and everything is fascinating with this game. It's like, I'll talk about it in a minute. It is, so picture classic JRPG that instead of taking its design cues from like Western media, like a lot of them do, like medieval fantasy and all that stuff.
People really pay money to see this stuff.
Yes, because it's a cool game. They take their cues from like Chinese folklore. It's like more like Chinese and Asian dragons and stuff like that. So this was a bit of an art design departure for the series, but it's really unique and a really well put together game. The big controversy with this one when it came out, and I don't know if this version remedies that, is that it was censored. There was a censored scene later in the game, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But that was the big controversy at the time. If anybody in the chat knows, or anybody who's already planning to send in a super chat or something, just let us know. I can't remember what the censored scene was, but that was a big to-do. And I seem to remember, and I could be wrong, that the censorship was not in every version of the game. Like it was localized to America, or it was only a certain version in America. But either way, this game came out at the tail end of the PS1's life cycle, which is one of the reasons it flies way under the radar. Came out in 2000, I believe. That's fine by me. Taryn, how did all that sound?
The game itself sounds fine. I did notice the alerts were a little low, but maybe that's changed now. Well, I'll wait for one to come in and we'll see how it sounds.
Okay, well, because the cutscene is really loud. The opening cutscene is very, very loud. This game's got kind of a steampunk thing going on a little bit, kind of like the second game. So, like, Asian medieval, Asian feudal fantasy mixed with steampunk. Really fascinating style.
There's Hobo. How you doing, sir?
Godspeed, Hobo! We're heading toward the town of Lunesta. We're gonna buy some sleep aids.
Oh my god.
Lunesta lies on the edge of the desert. All we had to do was cross the desert.
Look at this unique world already.
Yeah. And this is the 1000th incarnation of Nina. No, this is the 4th. Every single game set maybe in the same world, but always in different time periods. Some of the later games will refer to the heroes of the first game or the second game as if they existed, but they're mythical. And this game zigged in a lot of ways when it should have zagged. Like, there was a lot of JRPGs at the time that were very formulaic. This one broke with formula in a lot of ways. There's some interesting mechanics in this one that I'll show off. Awakening! Right? Just thinking that it's probably better if we don't move around during the day. You think it's a desert, pal. Let's find some shade and wait till the sun goes down. Once again, Nina is on the hunt for her sister. Never be related to this woman. Not much of a change. Yeah, not much of a change if we get there today or tomorrow. What the? What the H? Sure, that's a dragon. Not a sandworm, not a... Tremors! Here comes Kevin Bacon. Set genes to flare! It's even got the mouth of, like, a sandworm from Dune.
Yeah. It is not a ripoff,
but
it
you
is
can,
a homage.
Well, but you can see the Chinese dragon influence, too. Speed!
The scene that shows Fao Lu decapitating the Emperor was modified for the international release. In the international version, the scene fades to black before you see the Emperor getting decapitated.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. That's a dumb bit of censorship. No use. Sand's gotten in. Hate it. It's coarse and rough. Gets everywhere. Can't fix it without any spare parts. That dragon attacked us on purpose. Hard to say. We haven't seen it since then either. Since it boofed you?
Like 10 seconds ago?
Well, whether it did or not, we should be thankful that we crashed near the edge of the desert and not in the middle.
Sorry, I just caught a mistype in the chat. It was funny. He meant to say the spice melange. Instead, he typed the spice Malone.
You know that's coming. It's a Mexican rapper with tattoos all over his face. Do you think we can find the parts we need at one of them? Probably, but there's one small problem. If we leave our sand flyer here, we run the risk of getting stolen by bandits. With what? A backhoe? Not much point in going into town and coming back with spare parts if there's no sand flyer to use them on. How are they gonna dig? You need to dig your friggin' sand flyer out of the muck.
It's Trump time.
Dude, I saw just before the stream I was watching when the boogeyman confronted Donald Trump in WWF.
Huh?
And scared away Miss Universe.
What a shame.
Can't live my whole life with you looking out for me. After all, you're a giant cat. Women and cats, what are you gonna do?
At least it's not a dog.
Right? Well, we'll get there. Don't worry about it. Alright. You win, Nina. Let's see. If I remember right, there's a town called Sarai to the south of here. Might be able to find some parts there. Good luck, Nina. I'm counting on you. Alright.
See, normally if you go one-on-one, you got winning. But I'm a genetic freak.
Oh, is this
I'm not normal.
loud
you
enough?
got 25% at best at beating
And
me.
beat me.
See, the three-way at sacrifice, you got a 33 and a third chance of winning. But I got a 66 and 2/3 chance of winning. You take your 33 and a third chance, minus my 25%.
Minus my 25% chance.
Third chance of winning at sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning. If we used to
go one-on-one.
and then add 66 and 2/3%.
There we are.
I got 141 and 2/3 chance of winning.
141?
The numbers don't lie.
No, they don't.
And they spell disaster for you.
The King's Sword. I hope you won't need to use it. Use it? I don't think she can lift it. But better safe than sorry, right? Alright. I'm dressed like a go-go dancer in the middle of the desert, but okay, thanks for the sword, pal. Enjoy the long walk in go-go boots. Okay, now, if I remember correctly... Yeah. Here's a mechanic. You can look around and, like, survey. You can fly up as Nina. I forget if you can turn it around or anything like that. I can't remember. Ah, there we go. You can turn the map around while you're just on the ground. I don't think you can do it while you're aerial. Rise on the other side of the cliffs on the edge of the desert. Be careful, Nina. Okay.
Hello, Mithrin.
Here we go. Such an underrated game. Like, maybe in terms of unmitigated polish, like, 3 is the one everybody praises, but 4 might be the better polished, better put together game, honestly. And very unique. Somebody help me! Riding a chocobo. Look at the size of that hole! Oh, leave it there. Ooh.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh boy. There's something here. Kind of missing its horns. Either that or it's got spark plugs on its head. Not a monster, I guess. Press X to doubt.
Okay.
What? The ball sack. For some reason, I wasn't scared at all. 'Cause you're retarded. A person. Ah! You said it, sister. Think you put on some clothes? I'm sure you can find some in the carriage there. Maybe. He's the serial killer from 10 to midnight. Okay, so we've had mute protagonist. Now we have a mute nude protagonist. How'd you get inside this crater then? Did you fall in? How did such a big hole get here in the first place anyway? See that monster that was here? Hey, quit your jabbering! Oh, I'm sorry. You probably don't know the answers to those questions any more than I do you? Oh, she's from Windia, so it's the same thing. It's always a Windia. There's always a Ryu. There's always a Nina. Let's see if we can get you out of here. You know, you can fly?
Can she? Those wings look pretty puny.
I hovered earlier.
Fair enough.
I was frozen today! You don't know? That means you're lost. Yes, it does. Admit it, you're lost. There's nothing to be ashamed about. I got lost a lot when I was younger, on account of I'm a woman. I know where I'm going, Ryu. I'm not dumb. Got the King's Sword, so the King's Sword is for him. Need it to get to town. We have to go through areas populated by monsters. Let's get going then, shall we? All right, we'll have to equip it, I assume. There's nothing here now except for the crater.
You know, a girl should probably know your name before she knows your size, just
no
saying.
No kidding! Should probably know your name before she knows your religion.
Let's begin with some we missed last night.
Yeah!
Outrider. Listening to you while ripping the new 4K releases of Dirty Harry, Outlaw Josie Wales, and of course, a huge inspiration for your Ghost of the Badlands comic, Pale Rider.
Ah!
Godspeed.
Nice. I don't even have the 4K of that. Forgot that it even come out.
Goyam Golem, thank you for the 5.
Godspeed.
Anonymous, how do you think the tariffs on China will affect their position in the culture war? We all know they've been moving to corner the entertainment market here, but could this change?
They're going to spend more on propaganda in this country. Look, they're already kind of preparing. They're already preparing their people for mass famine and starvation. I don't know how many people have been paying attention to that. They recently instructed all party officials to reread, and all, I think, Chinese people even. They put out like an edict that all Chinese people should reread a speech by Chairman Mao on the glory of suffering or something like that, the triumph of suffering. I can't remember exactly what the name is. But basically, it was this treatise that he delivered during the famine years. These are the years when Chinese people were eating tree bark and such. This is the position that Xi Jinping is taking. So they're planning for the long haul. And if they are, then, yeah, who knows? They're probably going to be focusing most of their... They're looking to drag out the tariff war. That's what they want. Because what they're going to do is they're going to spend money on propaganda here, which is why the quicker Trump shuts down TikTok, the better. It's one less vector of propaganda, because that's what TikTok is used for. Chinese propaganda, predominantly. And a lot of it is just flat out paid for. So they're going to push that propaganda and extend the tariff war out as long as they are. And one of the big indications of that is the little areas that they've exempted from tariffs. And it's predominantly areas where they have to buy those goods from the U.S., stuff that they don't have. We have to go over these cliffs to get to Sarai. All right. Let's hurry and try to get over them before it gets dark. That was quick. Wouldn't be Breath of Fire if we didn't immediately have a random battle. All right, let's see this battle system. He's distracted. Staring off into space. Man after my own heart. Man after my own heart. Nice. This game's great, dude. Love this battle system. Heavy random battles in the beginning, though. I'm not going to skip any, because I need to level up a little bit, I'm sure. You never avoid random battles in Breath of Fire, because they're there for a reason. How can you get up?
Crossfire.
Sir.
Bit off topic, found a Kickstarter for an indie JRPG that is inspired by the SNES era of games. One slight red flag, they are based in Portland.
Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem.
We had a big one last night. Jay with 250. Thank you so much. Been watching since I was 17 in 2015. Just landed a dream job last week here in Phoenix.
Sweet.
High 6 figures.
Wow, good job. Good for you, man.
God bless you and TG both, Mr. Fist. God fucking speed.
That sounds like a wondrous blessing. God bless. That's great. All you have to do to jump is stand at a place where it's narrow enough to jump and press the V button, or move in the direction you want to jump using the directional buttons. Try it.
And we do apologize for not getting to you guys last night. It was incredibly busy.
It was a madhouse. We had a lot of support, and we were really, really humbled by it. Thank you. I know you guys have been champing at the bit for another Razor Force offensive, so hope you enjoyed it. Good thing you were able to jump. We're really high up.
Asher, thank you for the 5. Gaiman and Newfie. Well, Razor, it would seem that my fellow Canadians wanted to vote for Trudeau's financial advisor just to own Trump. Can't wait till Carney cucks and depresses the lot of them.
What? He just dived to his death? I have wings, retard. Sorry, I didn't tell you about my wings. Yeah, it was a big secret. Thanks. I can use them to fly a little so I can survive a fall like that. Wow. Please don't do that again. That was retarded.
Lapco. Highlander movies needed to take their own advice. There can only be one. The 90s TV series was actually fairly good in the day. Yes, it was.
Yeah, That's a shame. Now I won't be able to get that item that I saw back there.
Best weapon in the game, and you missed it.
What?
I'm fucking with you.
I'll kill you. You're dead to me.
Can't believe that worked. Holy shit.
Looks like we could camp here.
To save your game, it's Alt F4.
Yeah. All we need is a fire. You're coming right up. Where'd she get a blanket?
You guys carry around like 100 swords and pieces of armor.
That's true. We do have the magic bag of holding. Tomorrow, once we get to town, I'm sure we'll be able to find someone who knows you, I'm sure. Sure, there's funky flying sand dragon worms, but there's still owls running around.
How are there any normal animals in a world full of monsters?
Right? Wouldn't they just get absolutely deleted?
Exactly.
So, the time hath come. Yes, my Majesty. It would appear that something is amiss. Where art thou, courtiers, priests? Why is there not a single voice raised in greeting at thy return? 'Tis not of import, they are mortals. Were we to attempt to understand their mind, we should spend an eternity. There be more pressing matters to attend to. Canst thou not sense it? This presence, 'tis far and still slumbering. But 'tis what we have sought lo these many years. Guard our place of rest. Whither art thou going? We shall go to our capital as was planned. We'll meet at the appointed place when the time hath come. And now you play as him. And you can see the heavy Asian aesthetic. Which was, you know, novel for the time. And JRPGs didn't tend to lean into the J, right? They tended to be a little bit more medieval looking. He has Albert Wesker teleportation powers, I forgot to tell you. And he's ungodly strong because, of course, he has a freaking lightsaber. Tis but a scratch.
And we'll get to your... we'll get to your super chats here, folks. I'm just reading some older ones from last night. Hung Nguyen from last week. Why do we see based tech people, namely Elon?
I already answered
oh, you did that one?
last night, yeah. Who goes there? This place. Who are you?
Parents, Valence Star. Parents are trying to come to town. I'm possibly being baptized at the end of the month. Everything seems to be trying to stop them. Please pray for us.
Okay. God bless. I hope so. I hope you get to do that. The legendary Dragon of Doom. I prefer my dragons to be of Doom. Which will bring ruin to the Empire. Really? I thought I was bringing sunshine and roses. What be thy design for this dragon? We will destroy it, of course. Nothing can withstand the might of the Imperial army. Thou believest thou can do such a thing? Thou art but mere mortals. This is going to be bad, isn't it?
Why do I get the feeling this guy's about to turn them into nuclear shadows?
Yeah. butterfly in the sky. Oh gosh. This is gonna be some Bahamut shit, isn't it? Why do they all look like Gen 3 Pokemon? Thou dost not ken the power of that which you would destroy. This be a dragon. A dragon, 'tis force of nature unto itself. Thou mayest as well seek to fight a volcano or the very earth itself. Dragons doth give birth to thy kind, grant thee life, and verily taketh it away. They are to thee as thou art to an insect. Thy terms. They art gods. Art gods? What, like Mobius? Wouldst thou fight a god? Good hoosh! That was an oddly specific dream. Oh my god! So, smoldering crater. I'm just gonna infer what happened there. It is not the nature of mortals to change their ways. Wow. Oh, just walk on through the smoldering crater.
The Infinite Mike, great show. Thank you.
Godspeed.
Keegan, cool thing is my dad rode a Virago too.
Nice!
A horse abused by Chank. How many people do I have to kill for a new Breath of Fire game?
Right? Well,
10 people. That's only a 2-year. That's only 2-year in prison sentence.
The Breath of Fire series they brought back a while back with a terrible mobile game that nobody bought. It was Breath of Fire 6, but of course it wasn't Breath of Fire. They released it in Japan only. I guess they eventually planned to bring it to the States, but it was such an abortion, and it failed so spectacularly in Japan that they never localized it. Okay. Up here. There we go.
Morgan, ask your doctor if Virago is right for you.
Yes! Pardon my assumption, but I believe you are the God Emperor Faulo. Yes?
Ramses, thank you for the 5 and the
God Emperor! We are playing as the God Emperor. The woods where I had placed my soldiers on watch. Thou sayest thou wert waiting for us. Thou knowest of us and what we are then. Yes, your majesty, you are the first emperor, Faolu, who founded the great Fau Empire. And knowing this, thou wouldst greet us with malice in thine heart and thine blade in hand. I'm afraid times have changed, your majesty. What the H? Okay. Transforms character into the dragon hybrid form. Let's do it. Let's do it! What is Capcom thinking? Like, who would want to play a game where you can turn into a dragon? That doesn't sound fun at all. Let's keep remaking Resident Evil games. Whoa! Breath. Frost strike, maybe? Let's try it.
See how this sounds.
Wow. A lot of damage. Or massive damage.
Sounds good.
It's good? What's this? You've been erased. What is this? Oh my. Oh, is this what I did to those two soldiers? I think so. Ameha! Whoa! Okay, I'll take it. Isn't Flaming Fist a thing in Witcher?
I don't know.
Let's try Frost Strike again.
It's funny. I played through Witcher 2,
Yeah.
and I was like, you know what? I'm good. Never touched a Witcher game again.
Witcher 2 was kind of just medieval Mass Effect.
Yeah.
There wasn't a whole lot else to it. So did I just annihilate the sitting ruler of... No, he's still alive, I guess. You appear tired, Your Majesty. It is to be expected, I suppose. You've just awoken from a long, long sleep, and you are not exactly complete, are you? Would appear thou dost mean not to fulfill thine duty, as thou art called upon to do by our promise. Alas, it is as you say, my lord. For now, we would have you sleep once more. I would call thee foolish, but thou art mortal. Thou cannot go against thy nature. No more than a fish could walketh upon the firmament. Still, thou wilt find that our promises are not easily broken. Return then to thine master, and tell him our words. Bravely ran away. Set fire to the trees. We must stop him before he recovers his full strength. It's a great setup for a game. And there's actual gameplay, it's not just sitting watching stuff. They would use fire against us. Indeed, planned well, have they? I take it he's an ice dragon? There's no way this ends well. Your Majesty has a strong affinity to water, yes? And with your powers not fully returned, it is unlikely that you will be able to survive battle with my creations in this raging fire. We would know thy name, O cunning. Yo, General of the Faulu Imperial Army, at your service. Whoa! Whoa! Flaming Fist indeed! I don't want to take any chances. Find the body. This guy's kind of boss. Okay. Now, can we get that item somehow? Damn it. let me jump back in here so I can...
shouldn't leave the body lying around.
Let me get back in here so we can get that item. Plus, it's not the worst thing to grind a little bit.
Let's see. Shlomo Bagelstein. Canadian Zoomers. I am tens of thousands in debt and can't afford rent or food. Can we please fix our economy? Canadian Boomers. No can do. We need to ramp up this trade war to beat the Orange Man.
They're completely on the payroll of China at this point. You think maybe they're willingly doing their bidding? I kind of do. Their entire political class is owned by China. Oh, sweet. That's actually useful. Ammonia in this game, I think... Raise you from the dead, I think, in this game? Or does it give you magic? I can't remember. But that was definitely worth it.
This translation is so fast. Which emulator is this?
Alright, there we go.
This ain't no emulator, boy.
Nope!
This is Breath of Fire directly from GOG.
Yep. Official PC version.
On good old games.
Yep. And shout out to GOG for doing that, because this is part of their game preservation program. Thing they announced recently. I guess they put it up for a vote. What games they're gonna bring, and Breath of Fire won. No. Spin the camera.
Keegan Phoenix. No, Quandale. It's a motorcycle. Yamaha Virago. Jason21, thank you for the 20. To the Church of the House of Razor I say this. Blessed art thou for your persistence and steadfast snark in the face of this evil age. Yet I have this against you. Thou allowest that shameless hussy Terran to... Oh, hi, Terran. Hussy!
Mudhole? Slimy? My home this is! What was that? Oh, these are the random little encounters. Okay, I gotcha. Breath of Fire 3 had these. What does she have in the way of... Okay, she's got healing magic, which is to be expected. And she's got a little wind magic. Okay, let's see... And Ryu can turn into a dragon right from the off. That's new. I think in all the previous games, you had to earn that ability.
MC Corleone. Because
I forgot how good the battle music is.
Because of ray tracing's demands, could SLI come back?
SLI? You want to look that up for me?
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Sounds like a technical term.
Scalable link interface?
I don't know.
Discontinued multi-GPU technology developed by NVIDIA for linking 2 or more video cards together to produce a single output.
Okay.
I remember people being able to do that. You can't do that anymore? I thought you could.
I'd never heard that before.
As is wonky eyebrow. God effing speed, brother.
Godspeed.
I cast knife. So Alberta is vying for secession, and unlike Texas, seems to have the balls to actually try. We go deeper and deeper into the funny timeline.
Isn't that wild? I mean, probably, let's be real, like, Alberta might actually be more out of step with the rest of Canada than Texas is with most of the US. Because remember, it wasn't that long ago that Texas was a blue state. Does anything look familiar? Does it bring any memories back? Of course he's amnesiac. Here, we'll buy some trinkets. That'll make you feel better about your complete lack of identity. Just a second.
Oh, while you're there, turn up alerts a little bit.
I have to turn all the audio up to do that.
It's not a separate,
Nope.
like... Huh, it should be.
Let's see if alerts aren't. Let me mess with the properties.
Oh, you did something to your mic, too. You're very low.
Hello? No, I didn't. I'm right here. Hello? Yeah, I'm just fine. All right, there we go. Alerts are on. Okay. We should be good. Okay. Oh, multiple dialogue choices. Forgot about this. It would be all right by yourself. I think so.
Okay, yeah, you fixed it.
Hope you get your memory back soon. I'll just leave you to wander in the desert as a complete amnesiac.
Pontius Porcius, thank you for the 20. The Collector. This game is my childhood, along with Breath of Fire 3 and Xenogears. It's Razor Weeb time.
Right? I don't think I have armor right now, so... Let me actually double check. Whoa! I didn't mean to do that, sorry. I forgot that you could do that.
I'm just looking over at the chat and I gotta read this one right away.
What's up?
Overkill. 100 gorillas versus one genetic freak. And not normal.
Brass helm, sage's stats. Go with this. Yes, sir. You want to equip the leather armor? Yes. Whoa. There we go. Helmet or bandana? Do we want to be protected or feel like a badass? That's a good question. No, actually, the bandana hinders our movement less. Which was always a big thing in Breath of Fire, actually. Right from the very first game. There was better armor that often would make you slower. Does not... You don't see that as much anymore? Sell. Is there anything to sell? Not really. Okay, well, I'll grab the bandana at least, because I need some kind of head protection.
Shlomo Bagelstein, could 100 Razor Force members beat one gorilla? Please, are you kidding? We'd probably recruit him. Galaxy Commander Dunadan, son of the West.
What you see is what you get. Oh my gosh, the fish people are still the merchants in this universe.
Why would fish people live in the desert?
Right? Yup, the fish people.
Galaxy Commander Dunadan, son of the West says, engage Weeb Drive.
Yep. The fish people are strongly implied to be chosen people. Sandflyer parts, don't have any of those. Looking for anything else? How many of those do I have? I have...
You're right, but I'll get an A for effort.
Let me see if I can, Whoa, sorry. Oh my god, I just robbed him at sword point. I didn't mean to do that.
The Chronicler's Company
Sound.
would appreciate your prayers, Razor. Got in a car wreck today. I'm alright, but my car was trashed, and replacing it won't be cheap. Godspeed. Why are you giving us $5?
Yeah, what in the world, dude? But Godspeed, and
Now
I hope
this is worth the price of
I
admission.
hope it gets better for you soon. All right. All right. Okay, now that I've turned the overall volume down, I can probably turn the desktop volume up so we can hear the alerts a little better.
John Horn, 100 ninjas versus 1 Mike Obama.
I may have even gone a little overboard there. I could probably crank that up even more.
Turn up
Yep.
the radio. Paladin Potato.
How's that?
Let's find out.
Best. Automatically equip people with best equipment. That's rad. Status. All right.
Game's loud, coming through clear.
Good. Want to test out an alert?
Yeah, sure. 1 second.
Test one out real quick. So we can hear what she sounds like.
Super chats. What can I test?
What is with these knockoff chocobos in this game? This was never in Breath of Fire. Keep an eye on your purse if I were you. There are a lot of folks that'll try and swindle you. You be careful. Oh, the monkey people from Breath of Fire 2. What, looking for something? What are you looking for? Need a hand? Want me to help? Thank you.
You play a good game, boy. But the game is finished. Now you die.
Yeah, that came through clear. I managed to do that without falling off the cliffs. Oh, cool. There's a little kid here. If you're looking for something, you should try at the tavern. Jeez, what's the tavern?
There.
Good?
That came through crystal clear.
Okay.
Yeah, before they were really low. I feel sorry for the guy who got Scott Steiner in there.
I could hear it fine, but...
Yeah. You got your speakers up. It's not the same. Let me go back to
Oh, I see.
the tips. Where the tips?
It's just a dog smoking a pipe. Don't worry about it, guys. You hear all kinds of things in places like this. If you're looking for something, it might be a good idea to talk to the people in here. I'll just sit here blocking your way while getting absolutely spliffed.
Buy the old man a drink.
You want to buy a treasure? I'll give you a good deal. Oh, the frog people.
Thank you.
It's a good deal. Sure. Welcome, stranger. This is your first time in Silver. I saw this big crater in the ground. You fell in it and lost all your stuff, right?
John Horn, holy smokes, I didn't know you were Phantasm fans. I am. I'm not sure you are. I never really asked.
So what was in this crater you found? It was a giant monster, I tell you, like nothing I ever seen before. Give me the creeps. I got a bad feeling about this. This means trouble ahead. I just know it. Munch, munch, munch. Okay. Well, if you want something from someone, you gotta have the right attitude.
Real quick, he asks, are you a Phantasm fan?
I've only seen the one. It was good.
Okay. Hey, if you ever want to see the others, I got the whole collection.
Read the instructions. Make the bar patron happy by giving him food and drink. Giving him food increases his food and happy parameters. Giving him drink increases his drink and happy parameters. Be careful not to let his food and drink gauge fill up before his happy gauge. His happy gauge won't go up much if you give him the same thing, so try to vary what food and drink you give him. You want to read the instructions again? No, I think I get it.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Alright, well this could be tricky, because I'm not sure which is which. Okay, well let's start out with some wine.
Squirreless, thank you for subbing for 23 months. Dave and Confused, thank you for subbing for 2 months.
Alright, what about a beer?
Hello, Hardcore Bunny.
Steak? Having to use the keyboard. I'm not sure what button is what. Wine? Nice. Sausage. Steak. How much money I'm blowing on this guy.
Sonic Overdrive. Can't help but think my comment on Twitter might have had something to do with this. This game looks fun. Here's hoping GOG brings back more underrated gems.
I agree.
Hoping for...
This one came out of nowhere, but the fans voted on it, so...
Hoping for Muramasa Rebirth, Dragon's Crown, and Sentinel 13. Make it to GOG as well. Dragon's Crown is only on PlayStation 3, and that is a crime.
You met the information broker. You'll find him in front of the inn. Okay. Front of the inn. I don't know what the inn is. Whoa! Look who it is. Ryu, this person says that if we give him money, he'll buy us the parts we need for our sand flyer. I don't know if we can trust him. What? But why?
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
You and me, we're done professionally. Ryu, you found the parts we need? That's wonderful. Thank you very much. What? Excuse me, my friend Ryu was able to find the parts we need, so I'm afraid we won't be needing your help anymore. I'm sorry to have troubled you. Huh? Oh, sure, no problem. Have you been able to find out anything about yourself or anyone who knows who you are? So, Ryu's not a mute protagonist in this. You do get dialogue choices, which was true in Breath of Fire 1? I think in 1.
It's also on PS4 and PS5? Okay. Well, I mean, it's still locked to a Sony system, and that sucks.
What is?
Dragon's Crown.
But we stay together after we get all the parts. I'll help you look. All right? Cool.
What do you want, dog?
Is that the inn?
Fine, I'll pet you.
No, this is some kind of storehouse.
Cicero demands pets, and I must give in.
Here we go. All right.
Sonic Overdrive again. By the way, you were on the money about Japanese inserting commie BS without vocalizers.
They do it. They do it. I mean, look, Hideo Kojima's super left. Hideo Kojima, a lot of the politics in his games are like just this side of Marxist. It's not like the industry in Japan is without its homegrown commies. Oh, there we go. There's the inn. Dr. Insano? I'm an information broker. What do you want to know? Well, I haven't got any of those, but I do know how you can get some. Interested? Now we're talking business. You want information, you gotta pay for it. If what you offer doesn't match how much the information's worth, the deal's off. Got it? Sure. Guess the broker's price by entering an amount. If the amount is equal or greater than the price, the broker will give you the information. You have 4 chances. Watch the broker's reaction to get a clue as to how close your offer is. You want to read the instructions again. All right, then. How much are you willing to pay? Let's start off with like 75 zen.
Danny boy, 100 Chris Brenois versus 1 Bowflex.
That was something when I was on Friday Night Tights earlier that I was going to say. They were talking about, oh man, you know, The Rock really elevated the freaking the Fast and Furious. He came in and he certainly elevated the franchise, and I was like, yeah, but Chris Benoit elevated himself. I couldn't get it out because everyone was talking.
Fuck. Yeah, I love Friday Night Tights, but they do have a problem with too many cooks.
No, it's just a lot of people at once. It's the nature of the beast. Payment received in full. You're looking for sandfire parts? You have to go to the black market. There's a man who sells parts behind the tavern. Oh, so I have to buy it from blacks. Gotcha. Okay, cool. You have to find out the password to be able to meet him. But most traveling merchants will tell you if you ask them. I just saw one leave, so I imagine he's probably still close by. Try looking on the highway outside town. I assume there'll be a save point in the inn. I assume. Or can I only save in camp? World map only. Okay. That answers that. I love the art design in these places.
Sonic Overdrive. Vocalizers Kotaro Uchikoshi co-wrote the 100 line. Similar socialist can be found in his games. Just because Japan is politically incorrect doesn't mean they're based. Fun fact though, the one of the devs behind Expedition 33 praised the game. Not surprising since they're French.
Right.
Might give it a second chance, since I might not be supporting DEI.
Is it a highway outside of town? What highway? There is no highway.
Take your damn clothes off!
I think Ryu already has that covered.
Yeah, you did that already.
Maybe I went the wrong way. Maybe I left out the wrong exit.
Luke, thank you for the 5. Storm and Norman. Everyone wants to murder Hitler with their time machine. I'd be afraid of going back and falling under the spell of his beautiful gaze. Then I'd join the fucking party.
Clank, clank, clank! Oh, might that be the person? Might that be the person?
I saw this in chat. I have to read it right away. Kevin B., the man in the van.
No.
I too have automobile problems and need to speed the plow on getting that RV. So here's $50. Yes, 40 whole dollars.
Ah, yeah.
So tell me, what are you going to do with your whopping $30? Well, enjoy that 20. Bye. And he did indeed give us 20. Joke cancer. What do you call a tiny Spanish guy? A speck.
A speck, yes.
What do you call a fat Italian? A whopper.
A whopper! Oh. The highway outside of town. Oh. Ah, he's by the oasis. What do you want? Black market in Sarai? We're all white. I mean...
Now this is worth the price of admission.
Oh, you want to know the password to get in, huh? Well, I suppose I could tell you, but I got my own business to take care of, you know. Normally I charge people 1,000 zenny for info like that. But I'll tell you for free. I mean, you did come all the way out here after me and all. You learn the password. You can use it to access the black market shop in the Sarai Tavern. Cool. I'm gonna fight a few bad guys so that I can get a little money, because I'm, like, just about tapped. Because people keep hitting me up for cash, man! Bunch of freeloaders in Sarai, bro! Well, there's gotta be a battle or something! An item? Anything?
Big Daddy Land, the house always wins.
Right.
Jim Cornette's resume. In an interview with WrestleCrap, Vince Russo said that it was always when a foreign market complained. It's what killed a gimmick. That's why Goldust didn't get pushed further.
I could believe that. I know that gay pressure groups, too, really, really hated on WWE. Which it was silly because they made completely clear that Goldust wasn't gay at a certain point. He was just messing with people's brains, but... Which was a great moment, by the way. Where Jerry Lawler confronts him. I thought you were... You know... Goldust like, what? And Jerry Lawler's like, queer? On national television?
That's not the worst thing he said on national television.
No, it's not. And then Goldust is just like, no, and punches him in the face.
Crossfire loves seeing more Breath of Fire streams. We'll definitely be diving into this game over the weekend. Godspeed, Juds.
That's great stuff. Highly recommend it and pick up the game on GOG. It's not like it's expensive or anything.
Dee Taryn, if Razor became deservedly popular enough to stream 5 nights a week, would you be able to commit to it? I think so. Because the reason we get so many of these things is because we only do it once.
Yeah, we don't stream a ton. We don't do the...
So they get all piled up. But
we don't get do the Psycho Ghost...
But if we spread it out 5 days a week, then it wouldn't be such a great
Yeah, it
event.
wouldn't be as ridiculous.
Yeah. Lita's push-up bra. Quark once said, I want to sell root beer again. I bet he put fake labels on all the Spectre he got a hold of. Rather than ordering it from a New Glendale colony.
Yeah. Spreckers.
And
I haven't had Spreckers in too long.
Let's switch over.
I literally, ordered a box of Spreckers root beer once from their website. Just because I couldn't find it in stores anymore. Wow! Dude, he just demolishes the mage goo.
Oh, Paladin Potato. Hold on. I'll actually look yours up, because I think you're right. Paladin.
I want to set up camp. Yeah, that's...
There you are. Hold on, is that your only one? Yes. Paladin Potato picked up a 1918 production at 1903 Springfield for $450.
Ooh, nice.
I'm currently in the process of saving it from Bubba.
Good
I can send the pictures if you like.
Very cool. Yeah, definitely do that on Twitter or something. I prefer the Crag, obviously, but the Springfield was objectively an upgrade. Maybe not in terms of action and accuracy. Probably the Crag is the better sniper rifle. Alright, there we go. Cool. Skill. This...
Where did I leave off?
Requires 1 Aurum. It looks like I have 2 Aurum. It'll probably explain to me.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Black shirt and jeans.
Mustache.
All my blued-haired dragon warriors. Let's call down the fire.
Yes! Sweet.
Put that. Big Trev. Good day, boys. Seeing as we have Breath of Fire on the menu, what are your favorite companies? Oh, sorry, companions from any of the games?
Favorite companions. I loved Ox and Bo from Breath of Fire 1. I loved Nina from Breath of Fire 2 was really good. She had a really good story. From Breath of Fire 3, I really liked... Breath of Fire 3, who was my favorite? I don't know. Maybe Tipo. In Breath of Fire 4, Sias is pretty cool. Yeah, so those would be my picks off the top of my head. I also liked Gobi because in Breath of Fire 1 because he was an actual merchant. I loved this idea. You could go into a store that had like an empty table or like an empty counter, and you could go behind it and set up a shop, and people would offer to buy stuff from you or sell stuff to you. You could literally on the fly run a store. It was pretty cool. I'd never seen that in a JRPG before, or any RPG really. Water is the source of life. Okay.
Have you seen the clone of this on Steam? Like a rip-off Breath of Fire game? Or like, did somebody older than Capcom put Breath of Fire on Steam? Because that would be funny.
I don't know
think
what you
highly
mean.
illegal.
Yeah, never heard of it. Okay, I can buy a fishing rod already if I want to. I'm kind of low on cash though. I'm just gonna...
Bo22, thank you for subbing for 19 months. Let's see. That one. Ace, I'd like to remake the Phantasy Star series. 1 through 4 told a great story.
They did.
That needs to come back. 5 scenes were cut, Razor.
From Phantasy Star?
Oh no, from this game.
From this game? 5 scenes?
He said that in the comments of his chat, he put the list. He replied to them, but
I thought there was only the one.
I think I can access that. Can I access that through YouTube
What
Studio?
don't you fucking understand?
How to look up the replies
Right?
of a super chat. I just said that.
Way to trash your lights!
Oh, okay. Maybe? Maybe that's how that works?
Ugh.
Ace.
It was there at the bottom of the crater, this huge monster! Okay.
No, I can't look up replies that way. It's only when the bubble pops up on the live chat, and that kinda sucks. Sorry, Ace. The scene that shows Rio accidentally groping Ursula's breasts were removed.
Okay, never saw that one. Come this way. Ooh. Ow. Open. Yeah. Dealing contraband, you can't be too careful, eh?
Up boopity.
You're probably wondering why we go to all this trouble, aren't you? Because selling sand flyers is a dangerous business. Holy crap! Armored Clan. These sand flyers were originally designed as war machines. If the Empire found out we were selling them, the next time a war breaks out, they'd come after us. I don't want this place to end up under a hex like Chamba or Sinesta. No, thank you. Does that mean you have any sand? Isn't this the same guy I saw outside? Not exactly. There's a place they call Sandfire Valley near here. It's a junkyard full of old broken down sand flyers. If you go there and bring back some usable material, I'll make you your sand flyer parts. Deal? Alright then, we'll go to this Sandfire Valley and get you the material you need.
Let's see, another scene. It shows Ursula proving her womanhood to a group of sailors was cut. In the scene, Ursula drops her pants to her ankles.
Alright.
Another scene that shows Ryu peeping on bathing party members was cut. And Nina and Ursula bathing in a pond was cut.
Oh, Japan. they heavily censored this game. I didn't realize. Not that any of that stuff adds a ton, but
Dustin the Grim, glad to know I looked like a hero with the PBS NPR news last night.
You were, sir.
Baphomet, haven't been to a RazorFist arcade live stream in a while. Since the first RE4 remake stream. But I come and show support after a certain Twitter rant. God fucking speed.
Godspeed.
Paul, what's the best single-player non-online game since Red Dead 2?
Since Red Dead 2, single-player online game, non-online game since Red Dead 2.
I mean, that's quite a few games. Red Dead 2 was what, 2018?
Yeah, single-player, I mean, I think Red Dead 2 came out 2018, around the same time as BattleTech. I definitely would put that up.
Yeah, that's a great game. Oh, there's been quite a few.
Yeah.
I mean, we are talking about like 7 years.
Which is crazy to think about. Charge! There we go.
I mean, I'm enjoying the Silent Hill 2 remake.
Oh, yeah.
RoboCop's great.
Oh, yeah. RoboCop Rogue City, dude. Oh, that's down. Interesting. How do you get down there, though? I guess you have to move the tiller.
And there's definitely some Switch games, too, that would be on there. The System Shock remake.
Oh, yes. Sad how many remakes we're probably going to name. Oh, almost got there.
Armored Core.
Ooh, that was very good.
But yeah, I'm sure you could find some good suggestions in the chat. A poor horse abused by Jay.
And I think, Crazier was Styx 2 Shards of Darkness after that. I think it was.
Possibly.
I think it was, and that's a great stealth game. Really. Let's turn it to the left. Oops, wrong way.
Thank you for that 5, by the
Wrong way.
Dustin the Grim, are you guys aware of Tears of Magic? Closest thing to a Breath of Fire sequel we're likely to get. It's up for wishlisting on Steam.
Is that maybe what someone was talking about earlier with
It's
the...
possible.
Yeah,
possible.
maybe. It's just crazy. It's got such a passionate fan base. It's beloved. It is one of the best JRPGs ever made. It was a direct competitor to Final Fantasy that was very popular. And Capcom, for some reason, sees no value. Granted, you have to imagine the original creators have moved on.
Doomsday Machine with the, well, $99.99. Good evening, gents. Godspeed. Which game has an underappreciated soundtrack? And why is it TMNT 2003 for GameCube?
It does have a pretty good soundtrack.
I pay good money to see you stream that game somehow.
We
Turtles,
did.
03, Sonic, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Are my childhood.
We did stream TMNT 2003. The problem was, and the reason why it's not public, is because of the copyrighted clips of the cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
It was a nightmare. But yes, we did stream that. Had a blast with it, too.
Do you remember the Australian dolphin boss at the fairy village with the Australian to English translator meme in Breath of Fire at the fairy village?
What?
Yeah, you're the Breath of Fire guy, so
What?
I don't know that one. But thank you again for that Doomsday Machine. Jeg Stanogod back from Alice Cooper. Holy shit, what a show.
Yeah, right. All right. So.
Oh, he asked a question. Before.
What's up?
Best soundtracks. I mean, I know he was just, you know, advertising for TMNT, but underappreciated. I'll always say Parasite Eve is underappreciated for just about everything.
Yeah, Breath of Fire 1 and 2, those are Bun Bun soundtracks. Those are by the people who did Mega Man and Mega Man X. So those are some of the best soundtracks ever. And they fly under a lot of people's radar. Lame.
Big Trev, with the Canuck election that just went by, would you kindly give the Razor Force the MST3K anti-Canada song? Did you have that saved?
Oh man, you know what? We played it one time and we got copyrighted.
Fuck. Damn it.
Yep. We played it once on the stream and got copyrighted.
I hope we were able to edit that out.
Yeah.
The Copper Owl, don't enter under.
Where does Canada get off sharing borders with countries far superior to it?
Yes.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Down here. There we go. 200 Zenny, and then move the tiller again.
Aquatarius, thank you for subbing for 26 months. Inverse Kramer's Law just kick in. He says we should not expect a recession. May the Lord see us through these trying times. Godspeed, both of you.
It is true, like anything Kramer predicts. Anything he predicts, bet against. I think it's left. Left, and now we can get there.
The Copper Owl, don't underestimate how quick a group of sand people can strip down your sand flyer. In a neighborhood like that, you shouldn't send a woman alone.
No comment. Can't call them sand people. That is all word. That is all word. All right.
Leshima.
I think they're sand he/hers now.
Did you see that there are worker protests in China over the tariffs?
Yes, I did.
Also, thoughts on the urban mech?
Everyone loves the urban mech.
They sell plushies.
They did.
I want one.
The plushie was part of one of the Kickstarter campaigns. So I don't know that they sell them. You're probably on secondary market. People are reselling.
I want one. Logan, thank you for the 2. Southern Gentleman. Better burger between McDonald's or Burger King?
Better burgers between McDonald's and Burger King? Burger King. And I don't even like Burger King, really.
Yeah, same. Big Mike. Who knows what sophistry lurks in the hearts of soy boys? The Gasher knows. Bravo for standing up to the grifters. Liars and communist infiltrators.
They ran! A giant poisonous scorpion ran from me. What is that about?
Filipino white boy, have either of you seen the trailer for the new Naked Gun movie? If it's the one that's been out, then yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, it didn't do much for me. Liam Neeson doing comedy. I don't know.
I'm sure they said the same about Leslie Nielsen.
No, because Leslie Nielsen had done Airplane already.
Well, I mean, at first.
People really pay money to see this stuff.
Actor. All right, there we go.
Intrinsic Dark, after the DOE is shut down completely, Trump should institute a mandatory civics test for all schools to receive any federal funding. Less than 90% of your students pass with an A, you get nothing.
Not bad. Okay, that hits my agility a little bit, but let's see if she can have... Does that help her? It drops her agility a hair, but otherwise she's good. Okay. Now where do I find these parts? Said the gender transition surgeon. I would think the parts would be in here. Oh! What did that do? Ah, it's an elevator. Well, okay, but how does this work? Standing on the anchor will activate it. Well, that explains that. That doesn't make any mechanical sense, but okay. Like, what benefit would that have?
H.P. Lovecraft's cat. Isn't there an option to take off the filter off the sprites? Sure, I saw something about removing the smeary look. Are they smeared looking?
I mean, yeah, they probably have the anti-aliasing or whatever. But I haven't,
I mean, is it really that distracting?
Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any way to change that, at least not without modding the game, I assume. Woof! Don't get many folks out here. Ain't nothing much here except for odds and ends. What can I do for you?
Spaz from Rain Man. Yesterday I asked you if you heard of the Blade Runner tabletop RPG from the Free League Publishing.
Yep.
I think you misheard it as Battletech.
Ah, I did mishear it as Battletech.
Thoughts on it?
I actually saw it at my local RPG store recently, and I kind of looked into the company and wasn't super crazy about them. Plus, I remember. I opened it up, and the beginning had a disclaimer, like basically a wokeness disclaimer. So I put it back on the shelf and walked slowly away. If you have a dog that can send them out, you might be able to find what you're looking for. I'll loan you a shovel and my dog for 25 zenny each. All right, fine. That'll cost you 50 zenny. Thank you kindly.
Nintendo, wait, congressional GOP be like, yep, we'll pass Trump's agenda tomorrow. Yes, sir, next week. Indeed, next month. Absolutely next year. Of course, after the midterms.
Yup. Okay, use the shovel to dig the hole where you're standing. The shovel will break after it's used a certain number of times. If it hits metal, it will weaken and break more easily, so be careful. Remember, where the dog stops, it knows where items are buried. Okay.
Orunir, when you see Folu level up, pay attention to his numbers. He gets more at just level 66 than Ryu has stats at level 5.
Oh dear. Okay. Shoot. I can't remember all of that, but I think there's one here. What's that? Chip parts! I think that's all I need. What about this? Laptop. I'm gonna be a 90s rapper. It was around here, right? Like... Nope. Oh, well. I got my parts. If you needs me, you know where to find me. All right, we got the parts.
YTArchive.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, you can change on the fly. There we go.
What's the deal? What is the deal with Rockstar?
What's the deal with Rockstar? I mean, I get the worst vibes from Grand Theft Auto 6. It doesn't seem to be going smoothly. I mean, granted, they're known for delaying games.
Goblins.
They're known for delaying games, and the game's still turning out good. But you got to remember, Red Dead 2 had that crazy crunch controversy, right? And so they dialed back how long they're able to work their employees and all kinds of stuff. So, like, there's been a bunch of employee personnel turnover, too. Like, I'm not sure it's the same Rockstar. That's the main thing that worries me. There's a hint of maybe it being woke. We'll see. If so, I hope they're smart enough to retool before launch, because this is not... When did they release the first look at that? 2022 or 3? This is not then. The mood has definitively shifted. Interesting.
Normal man, do you think monarch hucks have a fetish for being treated like a medieval serf?
Well, their position is that medieval serfs weren't actually treated that bad. And I mean, in the sense that monarchies couldn't interfere in their daily lives in the same way that ours can, they almost have a point. But a lot of lies have truth in them. Whoop. Hey, we both leveled up. Can I get out of here without having to use... healing herbs don't cost that much.
It's Trump time.
Ah. It's this one, right? Yeah. Okay,
Mercenary X, so democracy wasn't a mistake today with Breath of Fire.
No! It pulled through for us.
Hung Nguyen.
I'm just hoping we get a chance to get the other Breath of Fire games. A cool thing I noticed, though. Breath of Fire 3, they quiet... So, even when GOG doesn't have a game, they will usually have a page for it. Like, they have a database of games. So, if you look up, I don't know, something that they don't have. MechWarrior 2. There's a page for MechWarrior 2. But it might have a few screenshots and whatever, because it's not a game that they actually have or support. Well, they quietly added, I noticed, a video trailer onto the Breath of Fire 3 page. So they now have screenshots and a trailer. And I can't think why they would add a trailer if they weren't thinking of doing something with the game soon.
Hardcore Bunny was kind of hoping for an Oblivion remaster. We would get another stream.
Follow up?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe one day.
Maybe.
A Hung Nguyen, you saw Rand Paul's top donor has shares in TikTok?
I heard about that, yeah. Has connections to China. I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Whoa. I want you to tell me all about the monster you say you saw. I ain't got nothing to tell you. Well, I'd try to be a little more cooperative if I were you. Whoa! This is a little much. Otherwise, things might get a little... You just blasted him in the face with a Kamehameha, bro. How much more uncomfortable could it get? What do you think you're doing? Why? Because I don't like people who try to hide things. Besides... the war's not over. There's been a ceasefire called. That's all. You understand the difference, Missy? You're a Windian. Well, well, if it isn't the little princess. We were sent out to find a dragon, but we found a little bird instead. Grab her, men. No reason we shouldn't take her as well. What the? Time to... Warrior spirit, thou art summoned. It looks like a Mario RPG boss. Be careful not to hurt her too much. Oh no. This is gonna suck. Oh, okay. It doesn't hit that hard. Baron?
Yeah, I was just letting...
Are you through the ones from yesterday?
Yeah, a while ago.
Okay, good.
I was just waiting for the cutscene to end. Let's see... Shag Drum? Have you read any Dan Simmons novels?
Never heard of him. No.
Hyperion or Hard Case? If so, any thoughts? No, I guess not.
Never.
Norm Al, man, Canada is like America's younger pot-smoking brother who never left their parents' house and gets angry whenever people ask him what he's up to lately.
I mean, the extent to which they are anti-American is sometimes undersold. And I do not just mean the people in Quebec. You assume they'll be rude because they're French.
Hold on.
Just regular old Canadians really have an issue with the U.S., period. Inferiority complex, whatever. Got him. Little Aurum. Stronger than you look. What's this? A dashing knight come to save the princess. I mean, I think he just kicked his ass. How gallant. You know it's a knight's job to protect his lady, don't you? Where have you been all this time? Afraid, hiding in some closet, or... Nice! Slash first, ask questions never. How dare you, you filthy little...
Why? Why leave? Just kill them.
That was pretty boss.
Stand your ground.
Yeah! We have stand your ground laws in this country.
Metalhead Madman, thank you for the 20. Oh, cool, you're playing Breath of Fire. I mean, what? Hung Nguyen. Seen Canadian soft power efforts on social media? Soft power efforts?
I don't know what you're referring to. I mean, China has a lot of soft power in Canada, if that's what you mean. Anyways, let's get back to the sand flyer. What's this? Hello? They're big on hiding characters behind 3D cliffs in this game. There we go. Imperial troops are here. What are we going to do? We can't go back and we can't go on either. Said they was gonna try and cut you off. Went up ahead. Lucky you didn't get yourselves caught. Yeah, still, they've cut off our way out of here. Got a point there. Tell you what. Seeing as you all helped me out back there, I want to try and return the favor. Let's see. Maybe, if you took that road, you could get past them. Another road.
Norm Al, man.
Head north, go up to a big town called Chamba. You can get to the desert that way. Okay.
Can you do Steiner math, but he's fighting the gorilla?
You see, normally when you go one-on-one, you just beat your chest with your big dangly balls. And you just win because, well, goddammit, you're a gorilla. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So instead, you have a 223% chance of kicking my ass, actually, because I'm human. Although I'm not sure Scott Steiner in his syringe-pounding prime. Maybe? Maybe?
Dixon's Cider. Oz election today. Wow. Liberals, corporatists, and statists, or labor, heavily commified. What a great choice, right? Right?
Yep. Sounds about right. This is the system that is beginning to break down in America, where we have a choice between two sides of the same coin. That system is beginning to fall apart. Other countries haven't gotten the memo yet. Well, some have. Some are starting to. That is not one of them. Introduce.
Best way killer. What about 100 men against an Adrian Barbobot with the strength of 10 gorillas?
What?
I love C-Lab.
What? I don't know what that means.
You needed to watch more Adult Swim.
Do I, though?
Yes. Scott Steiner's math tutor. Hey, paisanos. Apropos of last night's RF offensive.
Let's party!
Let's party. No. Let's add Trump signing Executive Order 14202, eradicating anti-Christian bias. A task force to review the last admin's treatment of Christians.
Is this a prediction? What is this?
I don't know. Is that a real thing that happened?
I haven't heard that. I mean, during COVID, Christians were absolutely persecuted. Like, what else can you call it? They're literally told they can't worship. And they were singled out, but other religions were not. But, you know, let's be real, a lot of churches capitulated. There were very, very few, very prominent cases that did not bend the knee, like John MacArthur's church, a few others. It was one of the great missed opportunities, I think, for churches during COVID. They had an opportunity to be a fist in the face of worldly authorities at a time when people needed a rallying point, needed a symbol to rally around. Human beings have rallied around the cross historically, right? And here they were, asleep at the switch when they were needed most. I was very disappointed in a lot of churches, not just, you know, Protestants or Catholics or whatever, because they all bent through.
Real passed in February. Nice.
I thought I might have heard something like that.
Ace, there's a way to play Dragon's Crown on PC, Terran, but doing so would make you a no-no bad boy. ROM. PS3 emulator.
You mean legally purchased through a licensed retailer?
Andres.
Still polluted by the hex and can't be used.
Hola, Razor. Saw your tweet, and even though I'm a nobody, I'm sending you best wishes. Oh, that's nice.
That's Pete.
PS Game Reviews win. All the best from Ecuador.
What is it?
Game Reviews win.
Oh, right.
Cicero is chewing on
Yeah,
his bone.
there's a few games that we kind of have irons in the fire for. An older one and a newer one. The older one, I'm almost done with the review. It's like everyone's come back! These look like Super Mario RPG characters. Alright, everyone, that's it for today. We've got another early start tomorrow, so make sure you get some sleep. Scavengers. Those folks that just came back are a group of purifiers. They go from town to town, purifying them of hexes. I cursed you! If you want to find out more about the hex, we should ask them, right? Thank you. Oichant? Better sword. Better mage's staff. Okay. I'll get a couple more healing herbs too. Have enough? Just barely.
Best Way Killer.
Excellent. Now
Since
I will sell.
Since the Gold Dust HBK feud, you said would be your ultimate fantasy booking scenario never happened. What is your favorite Gold Dust feud and angle?
My favorite one is probably... I really liked when it's half a Val Venus angle. When he was Dustin Rhodes, he had dropped the Gold Dust gimmick for a while, and he became a born-again Christian. And he's like holding up. He was kind of like a proto right to censor. He would like hold up signs, "The end is coming," you know, stuff like that, right? Like this is a degenerate product and stuff like that. And then Val Venus started boning his wife. Terry Runnels and Val Venus were having an affair on television and just rubbing Dustin's face in it. And of course, Val Venus had just debuted. So he's a porn star guy, so he was like unveiling new porno movies of him with his wife. Of course, it wasn't real porno. He was just, you know, suggestive and, you know, whatever. Because that's a great misnomer about the Attitude Era, is it was way less edgy than people realized. They mostly just inferred stuff. They didn't show stuff. It was after Vince Russo left that they got more graphic, right? So it was like, it started out as everybody was mad at Dustin Rhodes because he was born-again Christian guy spoiling all the fun, and it turned into everyone was turning on Val Venus because he's screwing around on the guy's wife, right? And and then Dustin Rhodes gets the crap kicked out of him or something like that, gets embarrassed, you know, whatever, he runs off. And Val Venus and Terry Runnels start making out in the ring after his matches, and all of a sudden, Gold Dust music hits, and it's like, he's coming, right? And week after week, they build to Gold Dust returning, and whatever. Finally, Gold Dust comes back after like the 4th week or something, and he debuts the Shattered Dreams move, which, if you guys don't know what that is, he literally sets a guy up in the corner, wraps his legs around the turnbuckle, and kicks him flush in the junk. Just runs and punts him in the dick. And he does this to Val Venus, and then they had a really good match, actually, at Judgment Day that year. But that was probably my favorite. This was a good storyline. That was his return in, like, 98. All sorts of nasty stuff like wraiths and specters inside of it. The smallest exposure to it without protection is lethal.
T-Boogie, you see the meme Trump posted on Truth 30 minutes ago? No, I've been here. Axel Rose rules. Oi, you got a license to play that game. Duh! Yes, he bought it on GOG.
The dog people!
Hunter, Razor, have you by any chance seen the amazing edit of Ultimate Warrior's shoot interview where it's just titled Ultimate Warrior's Confession?
Oh, it's so hilarious.
Yeah, we've seen that.
And then Pat Patterson came in the shower and just F it from behind. It was a shoot.
Lance Corporal Hawk started a Daggerfall run. Already been charged with criminal conspiracy, and I don't know what I even did to be labeled a troublemaker.
Yes!
Would you consider getting Kirsche for a stream at some point?
For maybe a RazorFist Spencer or something, sure.
Yeah.
Anywho, places like this that have been polluted by a hex livable again is what we do for a living. We're never short of work, but a lot of places were hexed during the war.
Ornier, thank you for the 20. Hideo Kojima strikes me as a CIA asset, like Epstein. Agents feed memes to an imposter. He mingles with various VIPs to spread the memes. It would explain how Kojima can shove a WEF plot into a game 5 years in advance.
Well,
I think you're giving him too much credit.
You are. I think people tend to give him too much credit. As I've pointed out many times, Metal Gear Solid 2 came out a year after Deus Ex, and I think Deus Ex was a little more explicit in that, you know what I mean? Like, it went way farther than Metal Gear Solid 2 did in global conspiracies. Go talk to the boss. Where is this boss? Not him. Where did those guys go? This is where I just was. Yeah, this is just like the inn. Wonder if there's another building I can go into. Are they in here? Ah, there we go. Oh, he's a cat dude.
I'll check Major Spike. Give me a second.
Okay.
Major Spike 9000. Did you see, or at least hear about that New York Times puff piece about that Jamaican kidnapper that got deported?
No. What can I do for you? No, I did not. That's the thing, though. You're going to be seeing more and more and more of that, because, guys, they do not want to let the mass deportations happen. They don't. That's why the judges... That's the main thing that the judges are pushing back on, right? They're ignoring a lot of the other stuff. Right? There's huge fronts that Trump has been able to push on, but boy, they are not letting go of the immigration thing. And that's for very good reasons. They know if illegal immigration is curbed, the Democratic Party probably ceases to exist as an entity. Because they have basically just been harvesting votes from areas with dense populations of illegal immigrants that they've been shipping in by the boat. It's been an open secret for how long? Come on, like, let's be realistic. What do you think vote harvesting is, right? They get these people to register in large numbers, or they just register them without their knowledge. And then they fill out the ballots themselves and just insert them wherever they need extra votes. There's negative energy in that mist, man. It'll bring you down. It's a real bummer. I mean, special armor just to get inside. Okay. It'll be at least another year before he can get rid of the hex completely and get Shamba back to normal. Still, if you absolutely have to get through now, there might be a way. You can ask one of my workers here if they'd be willing to guide you through. All we need is a guide then. Yep. All right, we're gonna go through Hextown, I guess. Who might it be?
Everest White. Have you ever heard of YTArchive? It's a top-down shooter that came out for the Game Boy. It needed strafing desperately.
No, I haven't.
Doomsday Machine. I missed a good chunk of the stream. Did I miss my previous chat being read? Godspeed. I don't think so. Emperor Creatine. I've heard some annoying things in my life, but I admit, watching the aptly named Diabetosaurus scream, "Whoa, buddy," while banging a triangle like he's just eaten Movie Bob might just take the crown. Not sure what you're talking about.
Go. These guys? Huh.
Hunter,
Not him.
back on Easter weekend, I respectively watched Ben-Hur, the 59 version.
Ooh.
And man, not only do I miss seeing just jacked actors like Charlton Heston, I wish historic epics would make a comeback.
Ooh. Okay, I've talked to just about everybody. Someone who will guide you, no?
Oh, the meme that Trump posted on Truth Social was him as the Pope.
Oh yes, I actually retweeted it. I'd like to be the Pope, actually.
Fiesta Cat, man, this stream is taking me back. Godspeed.
Godspeed. Yeah, it's taking me back too. It's been years since I played this.
Z Effective. Hey, Razor, just got tickets to see Alice Cooper at Judas Priest with my brother.
Red!
Seeing AC/DC later this month. Also, every day around lunch, there are cringe dancing for democracy protesters here.
Ugh.
All women and old people.
Ugh. Ugh. Don't get captured, bro. Even if it did get captured, you still need someone to help guide you. The mist in there is so thick you can barely see your hand in front of your face, not to mention the fact that the streets are like a maze. The place is full of ghosts, specters, and other monsters.
Sea Striker.
I mean, we're
Sand
just
people.
lucky they don't smash down that wall and attack us right now as it is. Bro, you didn't bar the door? Oh. I have returned, boss. Urshan! There we go. Surprised by that, you'll be even more surprised in a moment. Yeah, whatever. This is Urshan. She works with us, but to be honest, she's a little odd. Incorrect. Urshan is not odd. Urshan is saying she will guide these two. What? Are you out of your mind? What would you do if something happens? I don't know, blow them up? Urshan says everything will be alright. So everything will be alright. Or she is never wrong. It will be alright because Urshan is always right. Okay. Got a touch of the tism, I think. I think Urshan's an urban mech. Sweet! And a good party member, too. A good party member. In fact, I'm gonna go save. I think it's this guy. It's the mole guy, right? Yeah. I didn't need to rest. And I'm going to go ahead and save here, and then I'll be right back. That's okay.
YTArchive Matt Walsh was hating on the prequel films and Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why does anyone listen to this man?
The movie that pretty much everybody agrees is actually the good prequel film. Like, seriously? Seriously? I think Red Letter Media had a lot to do with people dumping on that. And it doesn't surprise me. You think Matt Walsh has seen that? The hipster that he is? You know what I mean? Red Letter Media, big with freaking hipsters. Big with them. I'll be right back, guys.
And I will read some while he is away. Hopefully, you know, they aren't questions. Let's see. That's a question. That's a question. That's a question. Emperor Soft Turtle. And has anyone talked about the Fetterman hit piece? It is so pathetic on both sides. Left being mad that he used them. Now talking about mental decline. And the right not noticing he still votes party line. Cause Lego Man. Anyone, once had a Canadian rebuff me for eating Jack in a Box. Okay. Yeah, Sea Striker, I'm not gonna read that. Andreas, I read that. Thank you for 5. The #1 schmuck, Phil Spencer, in 2022. We'll have to do price hikes eventually. We can't avoid them forever. Xbox in 2025. Hikes price. Retards. My tariffs! Agamemnon Fireman. Sad news, legendary cartoonist Jim Smith, who worked on Ren and Stimpy Tiny Toons, The Real Ghostbusters, Mighty Mouse, Batman the Animated Series, Samurai Jack, and Over the Garden Wall, has died today at the age of 70. Rest in peace. Jim Smith.
I don't know who that is.
Cartoonist. He worked on a lot of stuff. Batman the Animated Series, Samurai Jack, Real Ghostbusters, Ren and Stimpy.
Alright, I have returned!
Let's see.
Do we not have to wear armor now? Don't touch the black mist. So we're not going in with our own armor. Okay. After talking up the black mist that much, we're gonna go in without armor. Okay.
Kavinsky asks, hey, Tyrion, has Razor ever managed to get a copy of No One Lives Forever 2, as he mentioned he's never played it?
I do have a copy, actually. Yeah. There we go.
Generally,
wasn't there some talk about doing a new one? Whoa.
I think I remember hearing that. Also, are we still getting those Time Splitter remasters or remakes? Somebody in the chat know?
Here we go! Nice! Rocket Fist!
I'm Troy. You may remember me from such streams as Socialist vs. Potato, Debate of the Titans, and why Metal Gear made an entire generation gay, a 7-part video essay.
Of course it's a 7-part video essay. Oh, let's be real, though. They don't break up video essays like that anymore. They're just 12 hours long. Huh. What do we do? I guess we go... Ah, I see. Don't touch the black mist.
I think healing hurts them? Says someone in the chat. Is it like the zombies in Final Fantasy VIII?
Yeah, that happens in the original Breath of Fire, too.
I love that you can kill the zombie boss in Final Fantasy VIII just by giving him a Phoenix down.
That's great.
I love shit like that.
Yeah. Breath of Fire is the same way. In Breath of Fire 1, if you encounter zombies, heal them.
One of my favorite things, like quirky game mechanics, came from a game called Kingdom Under Fire Circle of Doom. To learn spells, you needed to kill certain enemies. To learn one spell, you had to kill stone golems. But guess what? There aren't any stone golems in the game.
Right.
So how do you learn the spell? You learn the Petrify spell first,
Right.
and you use it on wood golems, and they become stone golems.
Right.
I think that's fucking awesome.
Okay, here we go.
Generalissimo Liberty, have you seen the voter integrity moves from Trump? The Troon Bund is in full freakout mode.
Naturally, any move on voter integrity, and that honestly is... I could take or leave anything else he does in his presidency. We don't fix our elections. It's all irrelevant. He could screw up and mess up in terms of policy, but if he fixes our elections, then we can fix the problem later. Okay, let's... Well, I only have so many healing items. Let's see. It's a zombie. Let's see what happens. Oh no, that healed him. Whatever. Maybe it's healing magic.
Hung Nguyen, thank you for the 2. Alabaster Scarf. I've been playing Hunter Call of the Wild for about a year, maybe 2. Happy to hear you're a fellow player. Any chance that we'll see a stream of the game?
I streamed it once on Discord for you guys. But yeah, I love that game. It's a great Zen game. I think I came from that direction. Oh no.
Valen Star. The churches of Cyrodiil stayed open during the Oblivion Crisis. Just saying. For real though,
It's true!
COVID showed...
Dude, the Anvil Chapel attack didn't shut the chapel down.
For real though, COVID showed how weak the churches have become. Pray hard.
I am told that it would be best if we split up here. Urshan will go down and walk through the mist. Urshan says that the two of you should move using the rooftops. Okay, that explains it.
Don't disturb my friend. He's dead tired.
Okay. Pressing the select button. Okay, so Urshan can move through the mist. This is basically a movement puzzle. There we go. Oh, I see.
Anthony,
So
can we
they need to jump on it.
Can we get Dutch negotiating with China on the tariffs?
Just a few hundred microconductors. Who else are you gonna get your mangoes from? Tahiti?
It's fucking distracting. Oh, good.
Okay, I put the wrong person there.
I cast knife.
Oh, there we go.
Monarchux actively admitting they're not trustworthy enough to govern themselves, or delude themselves into thinking they'll be near the top. They're the Chi-Com simps that way. They're like Chi-Com simps that way.
Often they do simp for the Chi-Coms. It's happening more and more in monarchuck circles. Molotov! Always a good item to have. The question is, if Urshan stands on this one, the other two will not lower, allowing you to pass. What? What's this? There's another level on the upper level. She needs you to go there and turn it. You understand? What? Who? Not that one, but the... Oh, I see. So they have to get off of it after. Oh. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So I have to kind of start over. Oh. Gotcha. Slow learner, this one.
Have it your way, buddy.
Let's see here.
And the other will not move, so I can pass it. Gotcha!
Sideburns. Tears and Rain is Tommy Wiseau.
I can't do Tommy Wiseau.
Lance Corporal Hawk, the infamous big balls of Doge, showed up on Jesse Waters' show recently. He said the origin of the username is it was his LinkedIn account name because he thought everyone was too serious on the site.
Nice! Whatever happened to that guy?
He got rehired.
He got rehired?
I love how people think that if, like, okay, they attacked Tesla, and now, I don't know if it's true or not, but Elon is gonna step back from Doge, and, like, they consider that a win.
Yeah.
Like, Doge is gonna go away or something. They're still gonna be there.
Yeah. Like, the whole point was to create it. Alright. This work? It would seem there's another valve on this level. It would appear Urshan must go to it and turn it. Okay. There we go.
Where did I leave off?
Over here!
Agamemnon Fireman, follow up to my super chat. I also met Glenn Hughes.
Nice! That's great. He's one of my favorite vocalists. Seems like a nice guy, too. I'm told that if both valves are open simultaneously, it will thin the mist somewhat. You have an evil satanic mist filtration system, and you weren't using it? Apparently so. Let us begin. 1, 2, 3. Aight. Seems that the mist will only recede for a brief time. I believe that means we should hurry. Does anybody in this game talk normal? Not that I'm one to talk. Alright. Boss fight. Says says it is to be expected that strange noises would emanate from it. Huh? Freaking deep ones. Satanic fish? Magikarp finally evolved. The malevolent energy of the Hex has coalesced into a physical form. Urshan says it is extremely dangerous. If it's dangerous, why are you laughing? Shouldn't we be getting out of here? Apparently so. It would appear I was in error. I should not have laughed at that juncture. Let us flee! Let's! Of course. It would appear it is following us. What? Dude fell! Did I hit the wrong button, maybe? Oh, okay.
That's a freaky fish.
All that to have a boss fight anyway.
Sonic Overdrive. And now an old favorite with a new voice. Tears and Rain as Gold Dust.
I've seen things, bad guy, that you people would believe. I've seen oozing machismo up a shoulder of Fire Island.
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
No denying that, Christian Bale.
Oh, and now somebody else had the same idea, Scully Bones. Combine it now with Tourette's Gold Dust.
No. Attack ships on Fire Island! Fire Island! God damn it! Alright, there we go. Special! He is a fire dragon! Well, let's see what fire magic does to him.
Sleep-deprived bear.
45.
Just got back from volunteering at my niece's middle school culture day, and I saw a USA section. God bless America.
Good to hear.
That's an awesome thing to hear. Mercenary X, ever heard of Score and Hammer? A CIA voting tool?
No.
Silky Johnson, what is the most obscure historical fact you know that many don't, and how did you learn of it?
I don't know about most obscure, but there's one a lot of people don't know offhand, is that the gunfight at the OK Corral happened while it was snowing. And people just assume because it's Arizona. Oh, of course, it was a hot desert. That's what the movie will be. Every single movie has been, oh, it's a hot desert. Everybody's sweating, right? Even in the movie Tombstone, which is supposed to be more realistic. Even in Wyatt Earp, whatever, it's never snowing. But it was snowing that day because Tombstone is kind of higher elevation. And it actually does snow there and rain quite a bit. And it's cooler there than other places.
Was it the one about Matt Walsh hating the prequel films? Because I did read that one, and if you got one coming up, then wait your fucking turn. Jesus Christ.
You sit tight. This guy really likes his poison. He's a status magician. Of course he is. That missed.
Humble dirt merchant.
Tried to cast it on a Super Saiyan. Your mistake.
Fun fact, the only criteria to be elected Pope is to be Catholic male. So if Trump were to convert...
Oh yeah, but that opens the door for Biden! Huh? Huh? Alright, there we go. One fireman. That hurts a little bit more than the other one.
Danger powers. Just got back from seeing Alice Cooper.
Nice.
Cooper has way more energy and vocal range at 77 than Halford does.
Crazy.
Live clean and stay fit.
The guy golfs all the time. Stays in shape. He jogs all the time, too. He's a big jogger.
Hung Nguyen.
I remember I used to work with a guy who used to clean pools in Phoenix. And he was like, I was in this freaking, I was in Paradise Valley. I'm up in the mountains. And I'm getting ready to clean the pool of some person in a mansion. Because all the mansions in Phoenix are up on mountains.
Yeah.
And like I'm getting all these chemicals out of the back of my truck and whatever for cleaning the pool and all. I look over and this big floppy scarecrow looking dude comes running past, and it took me about a minute to realize, oh, that's Alice Cooper. He's running around in a freaking baseball cap. Just looks like a normal dude with long hair.
Hung Nguyen, feel free to add. The headlines seem to engineer the following near fear narratives. Russian collusion, tariff, deportation for Americans, billionaires attacking government, resistance, consensus, abuse of power.
Yeah.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, I mean, and it's hilarious because a lot of that propaganda is funded by China, which is flat out a dictatorship. I mean, heck, Taiwan is being accused of being a dictatorship right now, which is ironic because the two opposition parties making the claim are both enthralled to Beijing. In fact, they're meeting with Xi Jinping in the middle of all this drama around the Taiwan Strait and the possibility of Xi Jinping invading. They just had those military exercises that were cut short by a military purge. Contained in the hex cannot be so easily dissipated. If it has been struck down, it will slowly grow larger within the area affected by the hex until it is strong. Until it's strong enough to reform. At least this is what Urshan says. I don't know why, but I feel sad for some reason. This hex, it's horrible, isn't it? It was humans who created the hex. Urshan says you get what you deserve. Alright?
Agamemnon Fireman, have you guys gotten to meet any of your favorite metal musicians IRL?
Yeah, Halford, Alice, Kronos from Venom. I met a few, and Danzig.
Danzig, motherfucker. I'm not really big on meeting celebrities. I've only ever really met one, and that was Jake the Snake Roberts.
Really?
Yeah.
When?
I went to Comic-Con, like 2016 or something like that.
Right.
And all I wanted to do was shake the man's hand. I was happy to do that. He says he's met Alice Cooper, Michael Bruce, Dennis Dunaway, Ozzy Osbourne, and George Lynch. Crippling tinnitus.
You're worried by now. All right. Cool.
Thank you for the 50. Can I get a Godspeed for my birthday? Hit 30 yesterday.
You old fuck.
And a prayer for a brother in Christ, Rob Arrington from Deer Meat for Dinner. He had 2 strokes last year.
Good
Covered.
Gracious.
Just had 2 more, Jesus, and is hospitalized. He currently can't even say his kids' names.
Ugh.
That's awful.
That is terrible. Godspeed. I'm sorry to hear that. Jerry the King Lawler had a really bad stroke, I know, and is on the comeback trail a little bit.
Fine, I'll say it. Yes, what? I've met one more celebrity.
Who's that?
RazorFist.
Oh my gosh, stop.
They told me to say it.
Who?
The chat.
I'm gonna throw a shoe at him. Oh man, I wanted to talk to the other people at the camp. Okay, let me do that again. They said what?
James Bursey. 47. Payment for the Rome assignment has cleared, along with the bonus for using the vice president's disguise. Can you give us Ave Maria as Trump?
Ave Maria. Believe me, Ave very much Maria. Tremendous Maria.
YouTubers aren't celebrities.
Right? Not at all. I mean, to be unable to survive it without special armor. Makes something by humans, originally difficult. Why would they make such a terrible weapon and use it on others of their own kind? Okay, now I'm good.
Anti-hero.
I just wanted to...
A German government agency declared the AfD a right-wing extremist party yesterday, just after reaching over 25% in the polls. The democracy simulation might end here soon.
All right.
Since a ban can be expected now. Well, that's not really looking good for the European Union.
Right.
I mean, when you...
Ooh, he headbutts.
Flat out... how many times has this happened now? It happened in Italy, where the Italian... Was it the Senate or the judges decided, oh, this guy that won, or this person that won? Nah.
Yeah, not so much.
And then it happened in Romania. We all heard that one. It's happening in Germany with the AfD. Did I miss one?
Look at what happened in France.
France with Le Pen. That's right. She got prison time for allegedly using funds the wrong way.
Which is...
Romania. Romania is what I meant.
You know, even if she did, every other politician does. And got prosecuted. She's prosecuted because of her politics.
Yeah, Romania, France, and Germany, and Italy. I remember the Italy one happened years ago, but I still count it.
Ah, there we go. Baby frog. Oh, wait, that's right. It's for fishing.
What, did it happen in Austria too? I forget that one.
I need to... Did I buy a fishing pole? I have money for it now. Can I get a fishing pole here? Actually, nope. I'm on the wrong side of... There we go. Regular chamba. Ooh. Oh, this guy. Okay. Sage's staff, leather armor. Doesn't look like they sell fishing accessories. I'm gonna have to go to that other city. I'm gonna get my fishing pole. I'm gonna turn this into a Cabela stream, dang it! I'm gonna wear my bucket hat. camo pants. What? You gotta get away. Shoot, I should have bought that while I had a chance. Yeah. I am... Okay.
The Copper Owl.
Great.
Guys, that mom who called that that Somalian the N-word is 60K to $500,000. We are about to donate Carmelo Anthony. To out-donate Carmelo Anthony.
Oh my gosh.
White people #1. Did you hear about that?
She is definitely kind of grifting.
No, 100%.
Do you need $500,000 to move? Not really. He's definitely gotten okay with getting... I get it. It is ridiculous. She's basically been canceled. She'll never have a normal life again. It's entirely too easy to ruin people's reputations.
Blitz Systems, I want to know, what thing has Trump done to totally suppress Razor's expectations?
To totally surpass... Shoot, I didn't expect the NPR PBS thing. He had been talking about it, but I did not expect it. In the end, I wasn't able to get the parts we need, and if it hadn't been for you and Urshan, I probably wouldn't have made it back at all. Never should have let you go off by yourself. Yeah, I mean... I guess she's the only one who has a wearing a blanket animation. It appears as if your sandflyer was damaged by a dragon. That's right. How'd you know that? It would appear that Urshan can sense such things. What?
Shadow Fox, thank you for the 20. They should make a mod for Elder Scrolls 4 that restores male and female, but only lets you pick male. If he tries to choose the other option, it says, be serious, adventure.
Be serious. That was one thing about Thunderbolts. The freaking 10-pound soaking wet women just taking out waves of dudes.
Did you actually go to see that?
Yeah. That night, I had a dream.
The right tackle, Hank Hill as a general for India versus Pakistan.
What? We're gonna send the Pakistanis to a clean burning hell, I tell you what.
Jesus.
Alright. This is the place they're holding Alina. Her sister. Just like Ryu's dream showed us, right? Is this a dream, or are we... Oh, there we go. Excellent! Diary. Alright, there we go. Dear Diary, mustache is still growing in. I keep waxing it, but it always comes back. Nothing here. Always check the bookshelves in Breath of Fire. Always. What is that? It's like an armored... It's like a crayfish knight or something? What? He's got a great big stick. Whoa! Nice. Yeah, he's armored. I don't know how I could have inferred that. magic will penetrate the armor? Yeah.
Succubus with goblins.
Yeah, succubus with goblins. Ooh! Okay, so you have to get through the armor barrier before you can start doing damage.
Sea Striker, seeing the final battle of the Secret of Nim. Pardon me. Kind of makes me wish for a Redwall series.
Yeah.
In a Don Bluth style.
Dude, I always wanted that. I remember reading Redwall for the first time as a kid and just being able to picture in my head, like, the animation style and everything. I don't know how.
China is asshole.
I don't know how that hasn't happened yet. They did a PBS cartoon, but it was pretty low budget. It's not bad, but it's pretty low budget. I think it was UK produced. Let's see. Where are we?
Lance, there's a growing karmic debt being incurred by the black community, of which the catharsis of justice is being denied. The longer that debt grows, the more volatile the response.
The Carmelo Anthony thing really pissed a lot of people. Really did. The way it was just cut and dry. Dude killed someone. It's about more than race, I would say. It's also kind of an FU to the media. Because the media just did not cover that fairly. Raptor claws. Who can whip that? Not him. Not her. And not him. Maybe Urshan? Woo.
Rockwell hardness tested Boopus? About the AI Manhattan projects ongoing, seems like an arms race. The idea of a superintelligence is being made within 3 to 5 years is being thrown around. You think the US will win?
What is it?
The whole AI race.
The AI race. A lot between China and the US. China, a lot of their AI stuff is smoke and mirrors. And they pay people on social media to push it. And you hear about it all the time. You'll see a bunch of influencers at once. Ooh, the new Chinese AI rolled out and it can do things that nothing else could. And it's more than just one. You know, there's several, and it's been a string of them. And time and again, you look closer into it, and it turns out, no, it's like a glorified search engine. It's not actually AI, and it turns out that it's from stolen technology. I remember one of them was literally stolen code from OpenAI, I think. Like, literally, that's all it was. And the media hyped that up. China has finally won the AI race. You've got to understand, all communists do is lie. And in the CCP, appearing to be strong is way more important than actually being strong. And a country that is still developing, like China, where most of the people still live in rural areas and stuff, they don't live in the cities. And even if you go through the cities now, one of the things that travelers are really noting right now is, where'd all the people go? Where are they? There used to be a crush of humanity here. Why are the streets so... It's not like there's nobody, but there's way less people. What's going on? So it's all about making the appearance of it. So I don't think they're quite there. They're obviously going to keep investing in it and whatever, but you got to remember they have a lot of plates in the air right now, and probably the most pressing thing for China right now is just taking Taiwan, the reunification concept. That's the idea. They want to extend this trade war. They want Trump to lose negotiating power. And so they're going to keep stringing that out. I think that's one of the reasons. Apparently there was a rumor, and it's all but verified, that during some kind of like economic summit, one of the Chinese advisors, like economic advisors, was taken aside by the Trump team. And they had a private negotiation. China, of course, denies it. But both parties afterward, that was when Trump was asked, he increased the tariffs on China, and the media asked him, like, about the tariffs, like 125% tariff at that point or whatever. And Trump's response was, and I quote, yeah, China deserve it. So that meeting didn't go well, right? That meeting didn't go well at all. So we're kind of in this place where China are going to launch a full-on propaganda offensive. I see that happening already. And they are positioning their people for mass starvation. And they'll sacrifice their own people. They absolutely will. The Chinese people are already catching on to this, right? On Chinese social media, if you read some of the comments and stuff, like, you know, it'll be, the media will post something like, hey, did you know that you can eat this that isn't conventional? Did you know you can eat this? You don't have to be eating, like, top-of-the-line food. You can be... And the comments under them are stuff like, you know, you're running out of things to add to the menu that aren't us. Right? Like, they're basically prepping the Chinese citizenry for mass starvation, like, under Mao. Greatly pleased. Last, see us. Walk behind the curtain slowly enough. We should be able to get to the other side without being seen. Okay. Oh, I see.
Ruiner Actual.
Does this work?
Check out Extraction Shooter, The Forever Winter, an anti-deep state song, 8.6 Blackout. Lots of Christian vibes for a tech death song.
Interesting.
Yes, I played Forever Winter. It's good.
We both did. Yeah. It's very early.
Very early. They've had a lot of updates. I have yet to play the newest one.
Same dream? Alright, Urshan says that was Ryu's dream.
What a shame.
Zedekiah, I learned about Alice Cooper from The Muppet Show.
Yeah, dude, it's one of his most famous moments on television. It says it was a dream of a possible future, one seen through the dragon's eye. Ah. A glimpse of what may be. You mean, wait a second. You mean, if we take him with us, he can take us to the place we saw in the dream? He can take us to Alina? Apparently so. He has plot device powers! He has the power to move the story forward. I wish Marvel superheroes had that power.
Shackley Rusterford. Can we get Pope Don Paul Trump issuing a papal bull declaring McDonald's okay to eat during Lent?
I hereby declare that the Chicken McNuggets are back on the menu for Lent. You do not have to forego the beautiful chicken nuggets. Our Lord and Savior would want us to enjoy the Chicken McNuggets.
But now I feel somehow closer to my sister. Alright.
And please go through the drive-thru for communion.
Marsha says that she will go where Ryu goes.
Mercenary X, I got to meet Stan Lee before he passed. Got a
Really?
signature too. That's cool.
That's awesome. Oh yeah, I guess I met other celebrities too, but you asked metal guys. Well then, let's get moving. We can't use the sand flyer, so we'll have to go on foot. We'll follow the coastline and head north. Follow the coastline and head north, so over here. All right.
Ryan Parsons, Norm, as Marion Cobretti.
Hey, you know, you're the disease, and I'm the cure. I don't know if you're aware of that. You ever been cured?
I'm gonna use these bullets to cure you.
I'm gonna use these bullets here. Gonna go ahead and cure you.
What the?
What the? Speaking of which.
Whoa! Okay, Commander guy's got to die first. Gee whiz.
MC Corleone Sam Harris complained that Trump meeting with El Salvador's Bukele, I don't know how to pronounce his name, was ghastly. They're probably going to torture Albrego Garcia in that gulag.
All right. Interesting. I wonder if he felt the same about Obama posing in front of the giant portrait of Fidel Castro down there in Cuba. I wonder. Boom!
Bitty bitty nice.
Jake Downey, do you know any prayers for dealing with my evil wife?
Prayers for dealing with your evil wife. My goodness. Do you happen to call her a battle axe by any chance?
Do you need a battle axe? Because we actually have one.
Disregard. Huh. Hairband, bandana.
Agamemnon.
Hairband, right on.
Agamemnon Fireman, back in 2013, I met your friend Alpha Omegasin at Too Many Games.
Sweet.
Hope I have the pleasure to someday meet you too. Been a fan since I was 14. I'm 27 now.
Sweet.
Oh, God. I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
Anyway. Sea Striker, Trump singing the Pokemon theme song.
We're going to be the very best, like no one ever was
before.
Right.
Believe me.
Believe.
I don't remember the word.
Nova Nod. Breath of Fire 4 had a manga adaptation.
A lot
covering
of them
the
did.
entire story. Have you read it?
No, I haven't. I know that I think all of them got manga adaptations, didn't they? In fact, I think the first one got more than one. So did 2. Like, these games were pretty big back in the day. Set up camp. Right now, the only thing I care about is finding Alina. If something can help me do that, even if it's a dream, I'll take it. I have a dream that one day a black man will stab a white man and get away with it, and have a huge Kickstarter for his legal defense. Choose not to believe. That is your... Wait, what? Urshan wants to know if you believe in the dream shown to you by... Oh, I see. For now, you should believe it, or it is all you have. Okay. Robot is surprisingly cryptic. Sorry, robot.
Jegs Dino God. Morally, at this point, the list of actual U.S. allies can fit on a post-it note. But in a USA versus world scenario, the world will make a great parking lot. Oh, Jesus. Deus Flex. If China is caught overestimating their population numbers, what does that say about official PLA manpower versus how much is needed to successfully capture Taiwan?
Not only that, but I don't know, like, what about their just readiness in general? Like, the Chinese military has been tested. I talked about this on the RazorFist Offensive last night. They've been tested a few times, and it hasn't turned out well.
Stream clay fighters.
All right, cool. Speaking of clay fighters, you see that new photo of Megan Fox?
Oh, how's she looking these days?
Everyone was like, wow, she's aging so well. It's like, which parts of her? Because some of them are only a couple years old.
Agamemnon Fireman saw news about the last Airbender cartoon continuation. Nickelodeon said the classic character voice actors are getting replaced because they aren't Asian in real life, like the characters are.
The world is full of fools and dullards. Few are they who seek them to master the art of magic. Do you not agree? All right. That is not an answer I had expected. You are not simply saying that because you think it is what I want to hear, are you? No matter. I am Erwolf, a disciple of the mystic art. He's Airwolf. If you would learn what I have to teach, first learn how to use haste. Haste. Who would be a good person to learn haste? So this guy's like a status magician, it sounds like. I think Cray already is a status magician, so maybe Nina would benefit from it. Maybe Ryu, actually. Urshan, actually. Let's go Urshan. Those who have learned my spell of haste can move faster than others in battle. Know this. The art of magic takes hard work and perseverance to learn, and such learning is often done through battle. Once you have been able to make a combo attack with more than 5 hits, return here and I will teach you more. Farewell. Ah, the combo system. Deep diver! Oop. Oh, interesting.
The hard R wolf?
Whoa!
Patrick Banks.
Boofed.
I thought I was the only person who knew about Red Wall. Great book series.
Amazing book series. Probably my favorite.
Sea Striker, thank you, Crybaby, who made that whiny documentary about being called Apu, who knew it would be co-opted by losers looking for a cause to destroy voice acting.
Yep. A cause to ruin a show that's already been ruining itself for the last several years. Like, oh yay, an excuse to make The Simpsons worse. Okay. Because that's what the show needs. Gotcha. Hiya! Who's... Okay. I'm gonna see who can equip this stupid thing. Raptor Claws, I should have known. Oh, this guy. Nice claw.
Intrinsic Dark. The black community was, for the most part, infiltrated by cultural Marxists who proceeded to push race struggle in an effort to subvert the US. No different than all the other commie BS.
Yeah, I've talked about this actually in videos, but at one point the Soviet Union actually spent a lot of money pushing the idea in the black community of blacks revolting, and if the Soviet Union invaded, blacks would help them to take over the southern United States, and if the Soviet Union conquered the US, they would give the southern United States to black people. They called it, what was it? The Negro United States or something like that. There's a whole pamphlet. You can actually look it up. It is some of the most bizarre... And that, guys, that was like 1920s. That was a long time ago. They've been pushing this a long time. This is not a new thing. Woke did not create this. This is a reascension of old propaganda. Raphael from Ninja Turtle 1990's favorite map. Is that a turd? There had to be a turd.
Blitz Systems. So, Razor, what you're saying is, we'll once again get to hear Trump say, they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. About China?
Can't he already say that about China? Do they need a food shortage?
Generalissimo Liberty, Trump renamed Veterans Day? Did he?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? I'm just gonna pretend he's Italian because of the mustache. Excuse me? We're gonna get to the other side of the river. Maybe cross?
Trump says he wants to rename Veterans Day to Victory Day.
Nice. Don't tell me you don't know what's happened. You hear that? There's a dragon running around in there. The dragon lives in the mud. Nobody swims near the bottom and doesn't bother anyone much, but for some reason he's been acting crazy lately. Everyone was afraid he'd break the gates, so they ran off. Well, there you have it. You can go across if you want, but just be careful, you hear? Babidi boob. Booby with a bob. Thank you, sir. We will. Have fun with your ridiculous accent. All right. Gadoosh! Giant growth!
Let us see. Where did I leave off?
Flu goo? Is that what that said? Woo flu goo.
Intrinsic Dark. Also, Angela Davis didn't help. Trash human being. Volcanicus Rex. What do you call a woman with one leg shorter than the other?
I don't know.
Eileen.
Oh.
What do you call her if she's Asian?
Oh, what is this? Irene?
Irene,
yes.
yes.
Right.
Yeah. Rod Maniac.
I know what you did there. I'm not happy about it, but...
Pope Trump. I bless thee in the name of the Father, the Son, and the double quarter pounder value meal.
The double quarter pounder with cheese.
No, it's great, the clip of Trump being scared by the boogeyman. He's sitting there on the couch, and him and Miss Universe are sitting there. And he's on his cell phone, his freaking early 2000s cell phone.
He's like, listen, I'm hungry. I want some food. Somebody needs to get me some food. Believe me, right now, I need food. Could you please? This is ridiculous. I'm backstage at WrestleMania, and I don't have any food. Come on.
And then all of a sudden the boogeyman's like coming up behind him, like, and then he's like slobbering at the mouth. Miss Universe runs off, and I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you. And Trump looks at him like he's completely unfazed, like he just doesn't sell it at all, and says,
you know, if you want to get something, you should get me some food.
To the boogeyman. Freaking great. Still there's some crazy types around who won't quit. All right. Huh? Oh. Huh.
Armored Bacon. I'm really hoping Breath of Fire 3 also makes it to GOG.
Kind of looking like it is.
Best dragon system where you fuse different properties into different dragon forms.
I love that. I also like the fusion system in Breath of Fire 2. That's pretty cool. I'm not Rand.
Stealth Creations was interested in your take on the purport of Mongolia being a beacon for population crisis management. Do you think it is China's influence campaign with the fact Mongolia is where Chinese steal children?
The Mongolia was part of the big charm cruise that Xi Jinping recently went on. I don't know much about that particularly. I wouldn't want to venture an opinion without more knowledge of the situation. There's a metal called aurum mixed in with the mud. We come here looking for it. We're what you call prospectors. Okay. Whoop. So they can get down in the mud, but I can't? Oh, I can. And you like my tube! I think Nina saw his tube earlier.
Fox Mortis, thank you for the 5, and fuck you. Mercenary X. The lady in Minnesota called a 5-year-old thief an N-word. Yes, that is what she said. People there are demanding her death.
Well, yeah, she's in Minnesota. Of course she's got to move.
That's why. Now it makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Obama freaking he imported half the population of Somalia to freaking Minnesota over the course of his administration. Well, you want to get to the other side, first you have to close the sluice up there, then cross the river. Okay, how do I do that? Once you're over the river, you can use that lift there to get to the top of the cliff. Okay. Rop's got the key to the sluice. Go talk to him. He's the one with the tube. Oh, okay, I just saw him!
I read that one.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, here we go.
That was easy.
Crossfire, thank you for the combined 15. Picked up my first Monster Hunter game. World. Yeah, Monster Hunter World's good. We'll be giving it a try this weekend. Have you or Taryn ever played any games of the series? I have. I played Monster Hunter World.
Silly woman.
And I liked it very much. And RazorFist has never played a Monster Hunter.
Never.
He continues, as a Lutheran, do you have any responsibilities as a part of your congregation? I am a Church of Christ myself, and have done several of them, lead singing, Lord's Table, etc.
No, I'm just a member of the congregation.
And last one, the indie game I found on Kickstarter is called Seed of Nostalgia. I hope anyone interested can check it out and see what they think of it. Godspeed.
Cool. Being able to walk on top of the sluice now that it's closed. Excellent. Dude, the art design in this game. So underrated among JRPGs. Now, are we gonna need to cross here or above? It's probably gonna be above. Probably what the ladder's there for. Alright. Yep.
Sir Sanguine.
Just no JRPG quite looks. This was really a underrated high water mark for PS1 JRPGs.
My account got hacked. I lost everything. Me, that sucks. Is the bank doing anything? No, it's a Fortnite account. And like that, my sympathy was gone.
No. Kadoosh!
The figure 13 voted in Australian elections today, had commies call me a genocide denier and misogynist for pointing out Hamas's war crimes.
Wow.
Wait, a misogynist? How does that figure? What? And biological imperatives. What the fuck? Is Australia okay?
No. No, they are not. Hey, weapon upgrade. I will take it. Waste. Wow, that's better than what I have. Jeez. Crazy.
Mercenary X, Score and Hammer is a software that the CIA has that can allow them to remotely access voting machines.
Yeah, I think I heard about that during the Linwood crap.
Mr. Reese, here are the top 5 Charles Bronson movies that you didn't mention yesterday. Red Sun.
Oh, great movie.
Chateau's Land.
Land is freaking spectacular.
Machine Gun Kelly.
It's a good one. I only saw that recently. It's a good one. I
Breakheart.
still haven't seen all of the Bronson movies.
Breakheart Pass.
Amazing.
And The Mechanic.
The Mechanic. Mechanic may be like pound for pound is best. Puss? No, it's Puss.
The ending to that movie
I think
is
that's
so
what
good.
locals call Liverpool. Tom Seaver. He's got to be weak to something.
Agamemnon Fireman has anybody famous in general who has since passed away? I think he met. Have you met anyone famous in general who's passed away recently? He says he's met David Prowse, Carrie Fisher, Adam West, and George A. Romero and Eddie Piscor. High school?
Semi-famous. I mean, he was a very famous comic book artist, Steve Dillon, of Punisher fame, probably, and Preacher. Punisher and Preacher artist.
He's dead?
He has since passed away. Oh. But he was a really nice guy. Very professional. Whoa! Wonder what they're weak to. No.
Stealth Creations, any new candidates locally or in other states that you see that are upstarts that you just got to seeing only now? Weird phrasing, but I think I understand what he means.
In other states, no. And even here in Arizona, unfortunately, the AZGOP is in a phase where they're running a bunch of dildos that we already knew. It stopped. Playing around with the sluice. Close the sluice? Yeah, we do, but this machine here, it stopped, right? It's been a little stiff lately. You have to turn it really fast to get it to work. Oh boy, minigame? First, you have to turn this flywheel here by hand. Then, when the wheel's spinning fast enough, flip this switch here.
Watch Critters 3, Razor. It's a pile of crap. Waste 2 hours. How dare you? That is Leonardo DiCaprio's finest work.
So I wouldn't mind if you put a little extra effort into it. Use the directional buttons to make Ryu spin. The faster you press the directional buttons, the faster the wheel will turn. Once the sound of the wheel spinning becomes high-pitched... Oh man, I don't know what the C button is, what it's bound to on my controller. Trick to spinning the wheel is to start out slowly, then speed up. You can turn the wheel in either direction. When the sound of the wheel spinning becomes high-pitched, that's the signal to start the machine by pressing C. Okay. Okay. What just happened? Okay, well, I know what C does now. Okay, well. Change the camera first.
It's Trump time.
There's no good camera angle on this. Yeah. Directional buttons, it said. Oh, I see. That work? it work? Maybe? Boom! All right. Good luck getting killed by the dragon. Dragon's acting up again. Not a phrase you want to hear. Ah, the damn dragon's acted up again, I'm telling you. Vitamin? Hit a vitamin. What does that do?
Let's see. Rockwell hardness tested Boopus.
I have no idea what that means.
Neither do I. Thank you for the 20. Taiwan being a source of the chips needed for AI. Maybe if a breakthrough is close, China may move in to cut off the supply before Trump gets a Cortana. Then follow history and put their citizens on the altar of commie ass. What?
Wouldn't be surprising.
Sea Striker, I've lived in Wisconsin my whole life, and I wonder, did Minnesota get so horrible thanks to Obama, or did he just fan the flames that were already there?
Oh, there were definitely flames already there. But the point of no return was importing all those Somalis. That refugee program decimated the state of Minnesota for all time. I just incorrectly used the term decimated, but I make no apologies. Nice! Finally. Wondering.
Adriano has a two-part one coming up here. Thank you for the 15, by the way. During the Battle of Suyang, the Tang, or Tong, or however you want to pronounce it, uncovered a glitch in reality where they ate 20 to 30k of their own civilians.
Yeah!
This somehow triggered a decisive victory for the Tang over the Yan. If the half of the Chinese ate the other half today, they could take over all of Asia overnight. That's an interesting bit of factoid there, but okay. Thanks. The figure 13...
That super chat went to a very weird place.
Called a misogynist for saying Gen Z men want to buy homes and provide for a family. She said that women don't need providers. She missed the point.
Oh, I see. She's retarded. He does not. He does quite a bit of damage. Of course.
The Southern Gentleman. What color would your lightsaber be?
Purple!
Purple? That's fair.
Bam!
Mercenary X, I'm so glad I warned my sister about Fortnite. My nephew was getting addicted to it, and to an unhealthy degree. And they didn't listen to me at first. Now my nephew's banned from Fortnite.
Goodness. I wonder how intense they are about their bans, because, like, Rockstar will ban people, but then, you know, if they buy another copy, they're happy about it. They let them back on.
I'm sure he means, like, the family banned the child.
Oh, maybe,
Yeah. And... guess what, sir?
What's up?
We are at the end.
Excellent.
It's really an early one.
What's up?
It's an early one tonight.
Supposed to ring this bell here. I just hope we have enough time to get out of here. That happened.
thank you all for joining us. 3,000 over on X.
Nice.
And 1,500 of you over on YouTube. YouTube, what are you doing? You're gonna let X beat you?
All right. Well, I
what the hell?
You're back, eh? All right, I'll work the lift for you, but first, you're gonna give me back the key, all right?
What are our numbers over on Twitch?
Right.
60.
Wait.
Wow.
See, if we don't open the sluice, you can't do any work. That's why we're waiting for you to get out of here so we can get back to work. Oh, yeah. Dragon right on cue.
That's annoying as fuck.
No kidding. You got crank! That's just handing people crank. All you have to do is to attach that to the box. Attach your crank to the box. Gotcha. Then lift and pull on it a few times. Gotcha. Cool. Okay. Understood.
Make sure it's well oiled.
Nice! Lube it up a little first, and then I think about getting out of here, too. Anyway, good luck to it. See ya! Wow.
Yeah, more cowboy oil, please.
Oh my gosh, it's just gonna keep going, isn't it?
Old bells, Batman,
Succubus.
Oh god.
Robin, Wade, and Ed.
Stop.
Sorry. Mercenary X just got Breath of Fire
Ryu
on...
used crank.
Just got Breath of Fire on GOG. Cool.
Oh no. It's stuck! Oh, that's annoying. It's not moving. Maybe we need to move the handle some more. Huh? Quick, Ryu, pull on the crank!
Thank God.
Huh? Jiggle it a little bit. Oh, and we're all dead. Kanye's up on the shore. George Bush don't care about black people. Oh, look at all those people. They're so poor and so black. Whew, that was a close one. A couple of those people got out in time. Oh, I knew it! The guy on the tube! I knew.
Well, at least he's enjoying himself.
Yeah. Goodness, it looks like everyone got out safely and no dragon will attack us for a sudden boss fight.
Blitz Systems continuing the Chinese eating their own theme. We'll know the Taiwan invasion is on when they issue the PLA nothing but soy sauce chopsticks and recipes for Taiwanese long pork.
All right, we rest and we save.
Arc 5. I wanted to make this a $20 dono, but US aid cuts mean I can only do a $15 one. Anyway, don't spend all of this $10 in one place.
Oh my gosh.
And have a good night. He donated 5, by the way.
Of course. All right, you guys. If I can get out of this freaking... I think you can if you get into the menu. Yeah. I think if you get into the menu... Okay, there we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us for this stream. I had an absolute blast heading down memory lane again, basically, with this classic from the PS1 era. I'd always wanted to stream Breath of Fire 4. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have enjoyed playing it. For Terran Gell, I am RazorFist. Thank you for joining